Hello, welcome back to Minecraft Farm. In today's episode, we will be going over the windmill. As many of you know, Orwell included the windmill to represent the USSR's industry. And as you can see in front of me, the windmill is divided into a complete half and a destroyed half. And each half has its own individual meaning. Starting with the complete side of the windmill, which represents the USSR's industry at its peak. And when I say its peak, I mean its peak. The building right in front of me is a standard 1930s Russian factory. This factory has suicide prevention that's going all around it due to high suicide rates for Russian factory workers in the 1930s. The next buildings you see are a bar and Russian apartment complexes. The bar is to show how Joseph Stalin revoked prohibition laws after Lenin's death in 1924. As for the apartments, they are built to look similar for two reasons. The first reason they are similar is that in construction, it is cheaper and quicker to have buildings follow the same blueprint. The second reason they are similar was so all Russian citizens were equal and no one had better housing than another. In this Central Park area, we have a statue of Lenin with a hammer and sickle. The hammer and sickle are meant to represent the union between peasant farmers and industrial workers to form an equal society. Even though communism preached an equal society, that's not what truly happened. Stalin hoarded the Russian wealth for himself and used it to indulge himself in Western goods while looking over the poor Russians in their uniform apartment complexes. While on the surface Russia seemed peaceful, it was actually not. Every day in Soviet Russia there was countless public executions. These executions were held so that Stalin could invoke fear into people which would cause them to never question his authority. By having citizens that did not question him, Stalin was able to control Russia even during the most devastating war in Russian history, World War II. Now on to the destroyed half of the windmill. The destroyed windmill was included by Orwell to show the devastation the Russian industrial sector suffered during World War II, and specifically to the German Nazis. The first sector hit hard during World War II was the agricultural sector. Most of Russia's farms are located on the border with Poland. So, when Germany launched a surprise attack through Poland in 1941, the first area that Germany conquered was the farmland. Due to the Germans controlling the farmlands of Russia, the Russian citizens had to suffer through famine until the Russian army took control of the farmlands again in 1943. With the lack of work getting done in the industrial sector due to World War II, Stalin used forced labor camp, aka gulags, in order to build infrastructure during the World War times. In the gulags, it was reported that people had to work 24/7 so they wouldn't be killed by military police. Some of the tasks they had to do in gulags were road building and stone carrying, just like how Boxer had to carry stones from the quarry in Animal Farm. In Animal Farm, the windmill was blown up by Frederick. In real life, the Germans destroyed Russian cities and factories and buildings with no mercy. The continued fighting in Russian cities between the Germans and Russians left over 3,000 cities completely destroyed. A popular example of a city battle is the Battle of Stalingrad. Stalingrad was a major industrial city, and continued fighting left it almost uninhabitable. The Russians won the battle by encircling the German army, just like how in Animal Farm, Napoleon made the dogs encircle Frederick in the Battle of the Windmill, which allowed them to win. Orwell's inclusion of the windmill is a clear example of Russian perseverance and how even if the Russian economy was destroyed, just like how the windmill was, they were able to build it up bigger and better than ever before.